We're at a crossroads. From time to time, a section of rail needs repair, but that doesn't mean the whole line needs replacement. The same way being proud of your history doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. No, we're not stuck. We hear the whistle blowing and we're inspired. Inspired by the legacy of the people who transformed this terrain into a rail yard that supplied America with the ore needed to win world wars. We're inspired by our unshakable identity, hanging tight like David facing down Goliaths, and we're moved by stories of our community's kindness. No matter who needs help, neighbors pitch in and get the job done. Hushed and humbled are more at play than pontification, but don't for 1 second think that means Proctor is a simple small town. It was built as a company town, and it continues down the tracks of time. And this rail revival is our destination.
Is that better?
Yeah, mirror on the wall.
Mirror Records.
Oof.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Rail Yard for tonight's broadcast featuring the Hawks from Hermantown and our very own Proctor Rails. Ted Keevan along with the coach, Chad Brenna. Chad, how you doing tonight?
Living the dream, Ted. We are in a gym.
Living the dream in the gym. I like the way you think. So we got a decent matchup here coming in. Always a good contest no matter what the strength of these two teams are. Somehow or another, just like in every sport we play, except for possibly hockey. Though even in hockey this year, 7-0 loss. But the cool part on that is you look at other teams that we've taken care of that got beat way worse. And I hate to put it that way, but like Superior 11-0, things like that. These two teams come in with a mere record. The Hermantown 14-4, the Rails 4-14. And as I talked with Coach Lipinski earlier, his whole deal was, it's February.
Yeah,
we're getting ready for that second season.
And in this game, Proctor versus Hermantown records mean nothing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right.
Boys side, girls side, doesn't matter. They could both be undefeated. It doesn't matter. Both of these teams are up for this game, just like they are in every other sport that we play. Football season doesn't matter records. It's Proctor versus Hermantown. And when you have Proctor versus Hermantown, expect the unexpected. Expect a knockdown drag-out. That's exactly what I'm planning on seeing here tonight. Score isn't going to matter. It's just going to be it's not even going to be a battle of attrition. It's going to be, turnovers.
Absolutely. Well, I hope it's not too turnover-filled in the like we saw last week when we were here with the girls, but where we had a lot of turnovers going on. But, want to give a quick shout-out to our sponsors and our students that are working the game. The Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club Bowling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Woodage Trailer Sales in Esco, Stream Dudes for all your streaming needs, StreamDudes.com, Great Lakes Office Solutions, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, here in Proctor, Ideology Concepts with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, Burnsville, and our in-game sponsor, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop, Main Street, Proctor, which happens to be having one of the owners sitting to my right that I get to talk with at least another 9 times this basketball season, and we're glad to have you. How are things at the shop?
We got 4 games next week, Ted.
We do, and
things are good at the shop. Let's just get this out of the way right now. So for the first time tonight,
what's that?
February 17th, which is next Friday. We will be starting our Rails TV fundraiser. So what we're going to do for the weekend to start is, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, because starting this weekend we'll be open on Sundays.
Correct.
For every baked pizza that is purchased from Proctor Pizza is donating $2 out of that to Rails TV to help with your expenses on your field trip.
Wow, that's very awesome, and I'll let the kids know that. We're really appreciative and thankful for that. And
we'll probably send you with food when you go, too.
Well, you know what? I don't think I've ever said no to Proctor Pizza when it comes to food. Matter of fact, if the camera could see it, I've got a box of pizza sitting right to my left, which happens to be pretty decent, but
pretty decent.
Hold on.
It's a prototype.
Let me get my butt out there. Not my butt, but my word, the butt, out there and say that the only thing I could do to it is there is no such thing as too much garlic. It needs more garlic.
And we can fix that.
I figured you could. I think you know somebody.
I do.
You know somebody. Also want to make sure we thank our students that we have on board tonight. Our director is Reagan Pazak, our producer, Brandon Schnepper. On the camera, Aaron Hagg, and on our scoreboard and our technical side, Aaron Anderson. Aaron Anderson's first broadcast with us, brand new to Rails TV. We had our start of our new semester start, and 5 new kids into the program. And
that's awesome.
And it's a super cool deal to be able to get them out here and be part of this. We were hoping to have a roaming camera tonight.
Yeah, I seen it. That was pretty cool.
But for some reason, we just couldn't get the link to work. So we're going to get that working. We'll get it ready for next week. We'll get out here. Vinny Verville was going to be our other camera guy tonight. He was going to be on the floor, do his thing, and he's
sitting over there with the students.
Where is he at?
Right there.
Right where?
Right there. No, black and yellow shoes, isn't it?
No, that would be Mr. Luke Smith right there.
Okay.
But Vinny Verville, he'll be here. He'll do his thing, and we're sad not to have him here, but it is what it is, and we'll move on. We want to make sure that we thank the Proctor faithful for being here, but also want to make sure that we welcome in the Hermantown fans, and we're glad we can bring you this medium. Whether we're opponents or not, we cross school lines. We are here as a community, and we're glad that we can bring this to those who aren't able to be here with us tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we have about 2 minutes, 4 seconds on the clock. We have about 2 minutes, 4 seconds on the clock. We're going to take a quick break here for one or two of our sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A good mechanic.
And I kept searching.
And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend. Problem gone.
thank you.
A renewal by Anderson windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows. They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They have just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
Welcome back into the rail yard here at Proctor Public Schools as we get ready to turn it over to in-house PA, Mr. William C., for tonight's anthem, creed, and starting lineups. Down to you, William. I'm going to try that one more time. Down to you, William.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Proctor Public Schools, good evening and welcome to the Rail Yard for tonight's regular season matchup featuring the Hawks from Hermantown High School. And your very own Proctor Rails. A reminder, Proctor High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at their activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts and respect the decision of the game's officials. When you're here, you represent Proctor as a school and a community. Stay classy and act like y'all's families raised you right. At this time, we'd ask that you please rise, if you haven't already, and kindly remove your hats as we have a moment of reflection for our past and present military men and women serving here at home and abroad. After the moment of reflection, our pep band will have the playing of our national anthem. The officials for tonight's game, as appointed by the Minnesota State High School League, are Vernon Moore, Matt Erickson, and Mike Pilon. And now we will have tonight's starting lineups. First for the starters for our visiting Hawks. Senior captain wearing number 0, Blake Schmitz. Junior wearing number 10, Abe Sumis. Junior wearing number 14, Peyton Menzel. Senior number 21, Drew Schmitz. Senior number 30, Brock Sundland. And the head coach for Hermantown is Andy Finsky. And now, let's meet the starters for your Proctor Rails. Senior number 2, Carter St. Germain. Sophomore wearing number 4, Josh Sinnott. Junior wearing number 5, Dane Oman. Senior wearing number 13, Wesley Theory. Junior wearing number 20, Sam Nyland. And the head coach for the Proctor Rails is Mr. Cole Lipinski.
So there are your starters for tonight's contest with the likes of, I got to turn that up just a hair. For the Hawks, we got Schmitz, Sumis, Menzel, Schmitz, and Sunland. And for the Rails, we got St. Germain, Sinnott, Oman, Theory, and Nyland. Sounds like a great matchup to me.
Yeah, Nyland getting his first start tonight. Looks like it.
Nope.
First start in front of me.
Well, yes, because you were not here for that game that we had miscommunications. That's correct. That is correct. Shout out to our superintendent. Hopefully you're feeling better. Thanks for checking in. If there have issues or sounds, let us know. As the Hawks win the tip that was brought down by Menzel. Menzel cats that off the front end, and Sennett will come down with that first rebound for the Rails as the Hawks right away putting pressure on the Rails. Oman and Theory able to get that across the line, and now up top to St. Germain. Getting a hand on that was Blake Schmitz. Oman, nice little pass intended for Nyland, but not able to get it there. Schmitz down with it. Now we'll bring it up for the Hawks.
Bingo.
So that big three by Menzel for 3.
And here comes the pressure.
And pressure being going to be put on right away by the Hawks. Again, the Hawks come in 14 and 4, 7-0 in conference, 7-0 in their section. The Rails come in 4-14, 3-7 in the conference, and 1-4 in the section in the 7-2A. And Schmitz on the board with 2 for the Hawks. And now ball into Theory. Theory going to do his part to move it up across the stripe with Sumis defensively.
Nice job there by Wesley. You know, just a man press. Take your time, no rush.
Nyland now going to slide into the paint, up off the glass. Can't get that to fall, and down with the board is going to be Sumis. Sumis drops it in down below. That was off to Sunland for 2.
So we're back to the far end of the gym, not being kind to any team.
Well, that might be a good thing if since we'll have the opposite for the second half.
True.
And the Hawks out to a big start, 7-0 here in the early goings. Sinnott now from Oman. Now gets a hand on the ball, now going to try to reset. Slides into the paint, up off the glass.
Nice
Can't
move.
get it to fall, but will draw the foul, go to the line for 2.
Nice move there by Josh.
That's going to go on Drew Schmitz. That'll be his first, team's first. A little bit of history here as a bunch of these seniors, Blake and Keaton and Drew and Brock, all just a year younger than my son Hunter. And when he was at Hermantown basketball, got a lot to do. The Schmitz family, great family, from the boys to the girls and the family alike. And Senate able to hit both.
Yeah, Joe's still coaching.
Yeah.
I'm scanning the crowd right now. I don't see him.
I don't either. Who hit that one for them? Did you see?
I wasn't paying attention, Ted.
All right. I know somebody's got 2 points, so I'm going to be shy. St. Germain right side. Now going to drive it inside. This is up and into Nyland. Nyland, nice play there off the pass from St. Germain. As the Rails about halfway in on that lead, give this off to Sunland.
Oh, there he is.
Sunland now to Schmitz. Schmitz drives right side, almost loses the handle on the ball. Now gets it back to the top side to Sumis. The other Schmitz now going to drop. This is Blake. Puts it in the corner for Sunland for 3.
Bingo.
So Ullman looking for some help to get it in. He gets it into Theory, but intercepted there by Sumis and put up and in by Sunland for 2. Quick timeout taken here by the Rails. Going to be a 30-second timeout as the Hawks come out and put all kinds of pressure on the Rails and are up by 10, 14-4 with 15-15 left here first half.
Could be a long half, Ted.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
We'll see what adjustments Coach Lipinski's making here.
Absolutely. While we have this break, before we come out, give the fans a little idea of what we got coming up. We got boys swimming. I-Falls will come in and compete against the Proctor ESCO team on Thursday, 4:30 start right here on Rails TV. Next week we'll have school board meeting and boys basketball. Barnum will be here. The school board meeting will be over at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Then on Tuesday we got hockey with the Moose Lake Willow River coming to call at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. And then on Friday we'll have Greenway.
Thursday girls play
15th
Greenway.
Friday? No.
Girls play Greenway on Thursday, and Friday we got a doubleheader.
All right.
See, I paid attention to the schedule when you sent it to me. I was just a week off.
Yeah, but you freaked me out yesterday, so I want you to know that. Then we got a doubleheader with Pequot Lakes, the girls at 5:45, and Hinckley Finlinson with the boys at 7:15, all right here from the rail yard. If you need to know that schedule, head on over to railstv.net and click on the schedule link at the top of the page, and it'll bring you right to our current schedule. So you'll know all of our times. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. You'll always know when we're coming live and when we have an event set scheduled. Nyland drives the baseline up off the glass with a nice little play there. So Nyland with another 2.
Nice. That was a nice move, too.
That was a really nice move. You can also hit that like button, and able to not be able to get that fall was Menzel, and trying to fight for it was Sunland. Sunland hits the floor, and that's going to stay white ball as Josh Sennett touched it last.
He's got kind of Easter egg looking colored shoes on today.
Yeah, he does. That pastel pink.
Yeah.
And some teal at the backside. Can't get that.
Orange.
The fall is Blake Schmitz. That's going to go off the iron and go out of bounds. It'll be Rails ball. But what I was saying is go ahead and hit that like button. Our students know that you appreciate what they do, as that's a great way to let them know that you're watching and that you appreciate the broadcast. So send it now. Try to move it. Dead ball now to Theory. Theory gets it across the stripe down the right side to Nyland. Pass into St. Germain, who pushes it back out to Theory. Theory's going to move right side. Nice little bounce pass to, nice little movement on the ball here by the Rails.
Bingo.
And bingo, bango, bongo as Nyland hits a 3.
I think he has all of the points.
He's got 7 of our 9 as Sennett had the 2 from the stripe.
I think Carter didn't think that was a foul on him right there.
I can understand that.
Looked like a foul from here, though, Ted.
It did. But I don't get paid to officiate, so I can't do anything about it.
Oh, they get paid better than we do.
Oh, yeah. So St. Germain draws his first, the team's first. And Blake Schmidt will look to put it in, and does. Gets that in as Abe Sumis into the far left side. Trying to get that one to fall was Braden Lundeen. Lundeen seeing his first action of the night coming out of that timeout. Oh, foul going to be called on what Dane Oman thought was a clean take. And that's going to be away from the ball. No, they are going to give that to Dane. So team second, Dane's first. Sumas, pardon me, that is not Sumas. That would be Sunland up to Schmitz. Schmitz. Ooh. And that's going to be on Nyland. This could possibly.
I don't know about that one, Ted.
This could possibly get out of hand foul-wise.
We got a whole bench full of guys that got 5 fouls.
That is true.
We're good.
Sunland moves to the right side, off to Lundeen. Lundeen now back to Schmitz, down low.
Travel.
They're going to call a jump ball. The arrow is going to go the way of the green, so the Rails will get the possession on the turnover. So Senate now. Work to get it over the stripe and does. This is St. Germain.
I think Sam's got to flash a little faster across the baseline there, short corner.
Gotcha.
Because it's there for a split second, so if he flashes, it should be there. Nice move, Josh. Except for that part.
Senate trying to get it to go and fall, but not going to be able to. That's going to go out, and that is going to go the way of the white. So the Hawks possession on the turnover as Senate tried to put it back up twice, just unable to get it to fall. And I think you're right. We're still cursed on that basket on the high school side of the gym.
Yeah.
We saw it last game with the girls. Both teams even talked about it in post-game player of the game conversations about how both teams just could not hit a bucket from this left-hand side of the gym as we're moving right to left. Oman, St. Germain. Way out towards the stripe, looking for some help. Gets Nyland to give him help. Now it gets a floater to Nyland. Can't get it to fall. He's pushed. Oman for 2.
The Rails have clawed their way back into this here to start. Ted, it was a 10-point game at one point. We're down to 3.
It was. Jumping back into the game is Drew Schmitz and Peyton Menzel. So taking a seat is going to be Sunland and also Subis. So they take their first breaks of the game.
That's Dane's second.
And Ullman comes down with a foul. That'll be his second, team's 4th. That's Nathan Hill getting his first action of the game. Hits the 2 and will go to the stripe for the 3-point play. And doesn't get that to fall, and down with it is Josh Sennett. Sennett now looking for help. Ullman got to get it across the stripe, gives up the dribble, now looking for it as St. Germain drives inside. That's going to go off of the hands of, that was Nash. No, pardon me, that was not. That was Drew Schmitz that it went off the hands of. So it'll stay Proctor ball. So right idea there.
Absolutely. We had 2 defenders on him. You look for the guy that's open. Unfortunately, it just got swatted out of bounds.
St. Germain in the corner to Theory. Theory now going to move it back to the top side. This is back to St. Germain into the corner for Sennett. Sennett looking for somebody to come through the paint. Nobody there. Now going to dish that inside as they looked like a moving screen. And trying to put that up was Lundeen. He can't get it to fall.
Man, does Hermantown move down the floor quickly and fluidly in transition. Very fluid.
So the thing I saw there, though, Coach, no pressure on that come down from that last turnover.
No, I mean, look, they just flipped the ball up the floor and away we go.
And that's St. Germain second. So the foul up to 5 already as Blake Schmidt came down with that one off the board, tried to race it up and got it up to the line for Menzel. And Menzel going to go to the line and shoot. And hits the first.
James Piero checking in for the Rails for Wesley Theory.
So Theory going to take a break.
You.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And James Piero coming in for his first action of the night. And Menzel hits both. Takes his game total to 5. Now pressure back here with the Hawks pushing into the off defensive zone. Piero now going to try to turn on him. Oh, That's a overplay there by Lundeen,
Nice
and
move,
Omen going to go left all the way from coast, but again, not able to get that to fall. Nice pickpocket there. Foul going to be called on Schmitz. I think that's going to be Drew Schmitz's second. That is correct. That'll be Drew's second, team's second.
And Omen and him were John at each other there a little bit.
That will happen.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm told.
It just kind of makes it a little more interesting, though, doesn't it, Ted?
Timberwolves with the Nuggets tonight.
Let's go Wolves.
St. Germain backing out now, gives up his dribble. Sennett comes and gets it. Looking for some help. He had Nyland. Now going to hit. Oh, he had Nyland flashing through there, Coach. That's got to just ruffle you a little bit.
Head's got to be on a swivel at all times.
Hill looks inside, gives that off to Sumas. Abe Sumas up off the iron, can't get it to fall. And down with the fight of the rebound was Omen.
That was great defense by Piero there. Contested it, but
Omen can't get that to fall, and that looked like a soft touch. That's going to be his third.
That's a frustration foul right there.
So Nick Breed going to come in now for Omen, as Omen
going to be sitting for about 9 minutes.
Yeah. Last time we saw this, it was a technical foul situation.
Yep. He's got 3, though. He's not playing again in the first half.
Oh, right. I feel you. I don't think he played again in that game either.
Not in the first half.
So Menzel tries to get that one to lay up. Can't get it. Down with the board is St. Germain. Here is Nyland. Nyland drives in too hard up off the glass. Sennett trying to save it, and does to Nyland. Threw that in there like he was playing baseball.
Yeah, that was 100 miles an hour.
Breed going to drive in, gets the stop. Nyland top of the key for 3. Can't get that to fall, but there's Sennett and Sumas right there, and Sumas is going to come up with it as Breed tries to come up and put on the defense. Sliding is his Sunland. Sunland pushes this one out to Menzel and not able to hit it. Down with it is Piero. Here come the Rails into the offensive side. Sennett for 3. And just shy, but nice, good line, just shy.
It looked good.
And that's going to be 2 for Sunland. So we got a timeout here by the Rails. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back after a word from one of our sponsors.
Hi, I really need to take care of a car problem. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
So back here at the rail yard out of the 30-second timeout taken by the Rails. 9:08 first half. The Hawks are up 20-11 as the Rails are trying to, one moment we take that deficit and we get rid of it, and we're cut down to 3, and then we put it back at a 9 to 10 point deficit. That got a hand on that was Sumas. Now back inside from Menzel. Breed on the floor. They're going to come jump ball. I'm not disagreeing with Coach Fensky.
But you got to applaud Nick Breed's effort there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Stop, drop, and roll.
That's exactly what he did.
Long lob pass from Hill to...
You got to get a hand up there.
To Sumas, but not able to make it fall, and down with it was Nyland. Now, St. Germain will work to try to get it across half court, and does to Nyland. Nyland gives it back, now trapped on the rails. Now trying to make something happen. Nice way to stay there was James Piero. Breed back to Piero. Piero for 3.
Bingo. Nope.
And too long. Down with the board is Lundeen. Lundeen looking to go coast to coast up off the glass. Just short, but there to get the board was number 10, Abe Sumas.
You know, when Hermantown's coming down the floor, it's 100 miles an hour. There's no pulling it back out and setting something up. It's attack the basket, attack the basket, attack the basket. The guy with the ball is attacking the basket, and then everybody else is crashing.
Absolutely.
See the problem we're having here, Ted?
I see the problem we're having. So the Rails now in the offensive zone. Coach or Mr. Honkala over there in the breezeway. He stayed after to watch the Rails play tonight. And this inside, Sinnott tries to duck, turn, can't get it to fall, and down with it is the opposing Peyton Menzel. Drives into the lane. This is number 30. Sunderland can't get it to fall, but Sumis down with it and for 2. So Abe Sumis on the board again here in the first half. And driving up the floor are the Rails. So St. Germain, Piero, Sinnott, Nyland and Breed on the floor for the Rails. Sumis, we got Sumis. Got to make sure I get everybody right. Sumis, Metzel, Sunland.
Nice move. Nathan Hill for 2.
Lundeen and Hill all on the floor for the Hawks.
You didn't get to see that, Ted.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I called it for you.
Thank you. I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah,
So
we have that technology.
We do another take, not able to get that to fall. Piero down with the board. That was a long 3 attempt by Metzel, not be able to get the fall. And now the Rails will try it again, move it up to the offensive side. That was Hill trying to get there. And going to get called for a backcourt violation.
I was going to say it got tipped, but Hermantown never gained possession there so before we got it back. So, yeah, that's a good call.
So turnover goes to the Hawks as the Hawks continue to put pressure on.
Gunther's in the game.
Nice.
Ian?
Yep. Let's see. So Ian Gillis into the game for the Rails along with also Logan
Linham.
That's what I said. Linham.
Hi, Thor. Hi, Libby. If you're not here.
They probably are. Down low, this is to Maz. Maz pushes back to Piero. Piero for 3, in and out, can't get the fall.
Gunther!
Gillis up with the board, just too high. Trying to stack his, pad his stats if I can learn to talk. And this is a big shot here by Menzel. Can't get that to fall. And they're going to say that went off the hands of Sunderland. And Theory will work his way back into the game, and Piero will take a break, I think. Nope. Breed will take a break.
Ian was into the shop last night with his mom and dad. I was explaining to him about Drew. Well, I can never pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him Kick Batowski. And he kind of laughed, and I'm like, well, that's all right. You're going to be Gunther. And he just kind of laughed. I'm like, okay, well, there's Gunther.
There it is. So good defense again by the Hawks as Sunderland trying to get in there and get a piece of it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rails. So Sinnott, St. Germain will come in, and taking a break will be Gillis and Piero.
Let the big guy play.
I don't disagree.
Feed the beast.
I don't get to make those calls, though.
Well, it's
good steal there by Schmitz. Clean all ball through the 5-hole. Tries to get it up off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Down with it is Sumis. Sumis back up with the board and gets that to fall. So Sumis with another 2 points. And right now, the Rails just don't have an answer for this full court pressure that the Hawks are applying. Theory for 3, can't get that to fall. Down with it is Blake Schmitz. Schmitz pushes it in the offensive zone and can't get it to go as Sunderland, but down with it is Sumis. Sumis is going to go up and draw the foul and get an and it'll just go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, upside is that's only Josh's first.
Yep, Josh's first, team's 7th. And Sumis will shoot that one short. Sumis for the second try, and that's short also. And down with it is going to be Josh Sinnott. So Sumis misses both of the free throws. Lidham can't get that to go. All ball on the tag there by Sunderland. And it'll stay green ball in Theory to inbound the ball for the Rails.
St. Germain creeping.
And Sinnott, nowhere to go. Sumas got a hand on it, but unable to get it to fall, and on the way back.
Well, he just can't buy a basket here in the first
can't.
half.
Hill dishes that one to Schmitz. Back to Hill, top of the key. Hill drives in the paint, now pushes it back outside. Sunland now into the paint is Sunland, up off the glass, gets that one to fall.
I can't believe how quick Hermantown is with their first couple of steps.
Yeah.
Proctor just doesn't have an answer for it. You got to put Omen back in.
And who we thought we wouldn't see in this first half again is Omen with 3. But I suppose coach is saying it's either going to get out of hand or we're going to try to come back somehow.
Yeah.
Schmitz can't get that one to fall. Down with it was St. Germain, but that knocked out of his hands. And that's going to go on Theory. That'll be his first, team's 8th. Sumas to shoot, hits the first. Coming back into the game for the Rails is going to be Nyland and Omen, and also for the for the Hawks, number 3, Lundeen.
8-2 in the fouls right now. And the way that the game is being played, that's where it should be.
Right. As the Rails try to creep and do anything they can to get that possession. So Sumas hits the second.
Menzel back in for Sumas.
Menzel comes in. Sumas will get a break.
Coach
Fensky with the reception on that pass. He might need a medic. I think he needs a medic as he's holding that right upper rib. So the Hawks continue to move the ball very well here and driving the lane. Schmitz diffs this off to Lundeen.
I'm surprised he passed
Lundeen, that's Brock. Brock can't get that to fall. There's a scrimmage for the ball. That's Schmitz and Sinnott. And up with it is Sinnott to Omen. St. Germain, Omen. Omen across the half-court stripe. And back to St. Germain. Almost a tough pass there. And that's going to be taken right out of the hands on an attempted pass by Schmitz.
Dane.
And Dane gets called for his 4th foul. Team's 9th.
Do you leave him in? Looks like it.
Well, you might as well. I mean, at this point, what are you going to do? That was I get the frustration foul, but that's a frustration foul that we have to leave on the floor. We can't take that with us. And
now he's not coming back till the second half.
What just happened there?
Substitution, Nick Breed in for
Schmitz
Dane
hit the basket and the free throw?
I believe so.
All right. So Breed now in for Omen. Now Breed down with the board. Going to move back up top, gives it off to Sinnott. Sinnott looking for somewhere to go with it, gives it off to St. Germain.
Nice job clearing your throat there, Ted.
Yeah, thank you. Sinnott up off the glass, just cannot get a bucket to fall. We need to bring in cleergy, I don't care what religion, and do some kind of an exorcist on that basket as Drew Schmitz hits 2.
Ooh, Gunther's coming back in.
Ian Gillis getting ready to come back into the game. At least I know who you're talking about now. Intercepted there by Schmitz. Up off the glass, can't get it to fall, gets his own board, and puts it back up for 2. 60-second timeout taken by the Rails. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. We'll be back right after a word from one of our sponsors.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA. USGA versus, FHA, different types of things that way. Sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually.
Back here at the rail yard, Ted Keefe and Chad Brenna along with our student workforce we have going on. We got Reagan Pazak, our director. Our producer is Braden Snepper. Our camera, Aaron Hagg, on the scoreboard. And our technical director is Aaron Anderson. So Nick Breed will bring it up for the rails. That gives on off to St. Germain, far top of the right side. Linham gets a nice roll to try to allow him to get through, but unable. That pass intended for Linham, and it is intercepted, or it was hit by Lundeen. And that they're going to say that Menzel was just a little too quick for himself, got out of bounds, and turnover, and goes to the rails.
That's a very uncharacteristic mistake tonight that we've seen from Hermantown. Just too fast for his own good.
Too fast, too furious. Another interception on a try-wide pass there, and Nick Breed going to draw the foul.
We ain't going to have any guys left to play in the second half.
And that's number 10 on the team. So going to the line to shoot is going to be number 30, Brock Sunland. Nick drew that foul. That is his first, team's 10th, with 2 minutes left here in the half. And Brock not able to get the first one to fall. Fans, at halftime, we'll get our stats together, start to figure some things out. Make sure you stick with us through the game, as we will have our players of the game from both sides. Brock able to hit that second one. We'll have our player of the game from the Hermantown Hawks, and then we'll have our Proctor Pizza player of the game from the Rails, and they will win a 12-inch one-topping pizza of their choice. Thank you to on behalf of Proctor Pizza. And foul going to be called. Looks like that's going to go on to Menzel. That'll be his first, team's third.
Very disciplined basketball team.
Suma's back into the game for the Hawks as Brock Sunland will take a break.
Ted, did you get a root beer float before the game?
I did not.
I had one. It was wonderful.
I bet it was. Thank you for helping out our senior all-night grad party.
Oh, absolutely.
And the Hawks transition again, and going to be drawing the foul is going to be Logan Linham. He's going to be his first. And going to go to the shoot the line is going to be Braden Lundeen. So Lundeen at the stripe. And bounces that off the front edge.
Ted, what other game did we have where we seen the uniforms like this where the stripes were angled like that on the shorts? Was that the Hermantown girls?
Yes.
Yes.
So Lundeen able to hit that second one, and the Rails will bring it up. Yeah, how we talked about how we kind of like that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that look.
It's different.
Yeah. It's that game that it plays, the view that it plays on your eyes, right?
Yeah.
You expect it to be a straight line.
And you look faster.
Ooh, maybe that's what it is. Nathan Hill going to get called for his first, team's fourth.
Maybe we should get stripes like that.
And going to go to the line and shoot two is going to be Nyland.
You got no comment on maybe we should get stripes like that?
I wouldn't have a problem with that. Ours are kind of like that in the wideness if you look at how the bottom bows, but ours bow forward instead of bowing back. So maybe that front exhaust is slowing us down.
It could be.
We need that rear exhaust to be able to push us forward or push us forward. Nyland hits it.
Has he got about 8 or 9?
Nyland has 3, 6, 8.
8. He's got 8 of our 12.
Yes. He's got 8. Sennett has 2, and Oman has 2. Under a minute here, first half, live from the rail yard. This is Sumas, pushes it to Menzel. Menzel drives right into the paint, stops, pops, can't get it to fall. Down with it is Ian Gillis. Gunther. I have the pleasure to have Ian in class this semester, first hour. Cool part is he's made it to class every day for first hour.
Nice.
I know, right? So foul going to be called on Lundeen. That's Braden Lundeen. That'll be his first, team's 5th. And Piero to inbound the ball. This is to Nyland. 38 seconds on the clock. Piero for 3. Bingo, bango, bongo. And James Piero on the board. Menzel, Sumis. Sumis now takes. Now a nice little dish to Menzel. Stops, can't hang on to it. And up with it is Nyland. Nyland spins out of Schmitz. Going to drive coast to coast up off the board. Glass can't get it to go. And tip there as Ian Gill is trying to get the help. And foul going to be called on Logan Linham. That will be his second. So 9 seconds left here, and at the line is going to be Lundeen. Lundeen hits the first. He will shoot 2 as he was fouled. Not sure if that was truly in the act, but looked more like he was going out of bounds.
Double bonus.
Yeah, well, that is true, too.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to that part. Please forgive me, fans.
It's all good, Ted.
6 seconds left on the clock. Clock ticking. St. Germain up off the glass. Nice little play. Gets that to fall and get on the board here as the buzzer hits. That is your halftime score. It is the Rails 17, the Hawks 46. Not exactly at this point what we thought we were going to see
nope.
from this team.
Nope.
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 So,
but it's under 30, Ted. There's a whole lot of basketball left to be played.
Absolutely. You know, if we get, I'm sure Coach will go in and make some changes and we'll get some things done. What we're going to do right now is we're going to hear from all of our sponsors, and then we'll come back, let you listen to the sights and sounds here at Proctor Rail Yard, and we'll be back. Coach and myself will be back here shortly.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A good mechanic.
And I kept searching and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine. Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
Our renewal by Anderson windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows. They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They've just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that we might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. You know, but again, that's something that we will figure out. You know, we'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittis Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
So back here at the rail yard coming out of halftime, the Rails trail the Hawks 46-17 or 17-46, however you'd like to say it. The Rails are going to look to fight back here and try to make something happen here in this second half as they start with the ball. I forgot my clipboard down on the table, so not much I can do. Braden, would you go down and grab my clipboard off the scorers table for me, please? That's that one right there. Turnover by the Rails. Here are the Hawks. Far right side. Sunland can't get that to fall. Down with the board is going to be Metzel, and he's going to get fouled on his way down. And that's going to
travel.
I'll call him on a travel. So that'll go with the Rails. Thank you, Braden, for grabbing my my clipboard. Not only is he our producer, but he is our Go Get Mr. Ted's clipboard extraordinaire.
And he's eating a pretzel at the same time.
He is.
He's multitasking, folks.
And I'm the one that made sure he got that pretzel.
With cheese.
With cheese. That's going to go off the foot of Sinnott. And Menzel calls it right. It'll go the other way, and it'll be Hawks ball.
You know, somebody on this Rails team needs to burn a little fire here, Ted, because they all look flat-footed. Somebody needs to fire it up here. Otherwise, it's going to be a long 17 minutes.
You know, coming out of the half, the big points leader as Sumas puts in another two was Sunland with, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14 points for the Hawks. So Brock Sunland, the big winner in the first half there for the Hawks with 14. And for the Rails, Nyland with 2, 4,
10.
6, 8.
Oh, Scotty told me he had 10.
No, he had 8.
8, 10.
Close enough.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll split the difference. We'll give him 9.
8 3/4.
There you have it. So Sumas now right side to Metzel. Metzel going to drive in between two defenders. Can't get that to fall, but right there for the board was Sumas cutting back and going to be drawing the foul is number 10, Sumas. That's going to go on Sam Nyland, the foul. That'll be his second, team first. So coming out of that first half foul-wise, as I'll try to do this before the Hawks get on the board here, this is Sunland. Sunland can't get that to fall, and the Senate will come down with the board. Sumas there defensively. So coming out for the Rails foul-wise, St. Germain with 2, Breed 1, Senate with 1, Omen with 4, Theory 1, Nyland 2, and Linham with 2. On the other side for the Hawks, Lundeen, it's Braden Lundeen with 1, Nathan Hill with 1, Metzel with 1, and Drew Schmitz with 2.
Yeah, Hermantown played a very clean half. You know, all on both ends of the floor. Their transition was good. You know, very confident team, and the complete opposite on the other side of the floor with the Rails.
Blake Schmitz for 3.
You know, Proctor is just, it looks like they're almost afraid to be on the floor. You know, they're flat-footed, they're scared. Nobody's playing with any desire or fire right now.
Right.
You know, we need a great play to fire everybody up here.
And I'm back. Sorry, just trying to make sure we do some camera work. They probably heard me on your mic anyway. But just trying to make sure we get that camera all the way into the corner so that we see everything that's going on. And this inside Maz. Maz turns nowhere, puts a body now. Can't get that to fall. Is a good move, but can't get that to fall. Oh, way to go out and get that with Schmitz. The Schmitz Express for 2.
How was that, Ted?
That was a little, I'm going to just say pathetic, but I don't want to be that guy.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Solomon Witherspoon in the house tonight. Good to see Solomon. Haven't seen Solomon in quite a long time.
Nice move, Sam.
Nyland for 2. You said I could just start shouting out people in the crowd.
Yeah, why not?
Luke Smith in the house. Big shot there from the corner from Menzel. Can't get it to fall. Down with it is St. Germain. He's going to run into the offensive side, get across his stripe. That's the least amount of pressure we've seen on an offensive series for the Rails all night.
Yeah.
Theory for 3. Left side of the iron. Can't get it to fall. Down with it is Drew Schmitz. This is Blake. Pushes it off to Sumas. Sumas for 3. Can't get that to fall. Down with it is Blake. Blake Schmitz pushes it outside. This is the other brother, Drew. And that's going to go out of bounds off. I think they're going to say off of Drew. And that'll go green ball.
Uncle Drew, did you see that movie?
I did. I like that movie. I don't care what anybody says. I enjoyed it.
I did too. I actually went and seen it on opening day.
Did you?
I did.
I've watched it about 100 times with Hunter.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a good basketball movie.
Absolutely. Hello to Hunter if he's watching. I'm sure he is. He usually gives us a little shout out, hey, I'm watching. Oh, it's Tuesday night, actually. He's probably, well, no, he should be home by now. Nice turn and move by Theory.
Nice job, Wes.
So Theory on the board for the first time tonight. Sumis's pass intended for, Menzel's pass intended for Sumis. I almost said that backwards. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be green ball. Menzel will take a seat. Coming in is going to be Nathan Hill. And across the stripe is Sumis. Big attempt to intercept that by, does he get it? And he gets the sign to fall over too.
That's a double then.
Yeah, Hill gets the tip out of bounds off the potential steal and hits the sign and knocks that down. And the Rails will get it back and go back to business. So right side now dribbles back is Maz. Maz able to get it back as Drew Schmitz there to put pressure. Hill. Maz turns, got hit in the hands on his way up.
Favorable call.
So that foul is going to go against number 30, Brock Sundlin. That'll be his first, team first. Maz will go to the line, shoot 2. Try to cut into this deficit. And he hits the first. And hits the second.
2 for 2 from the free throw line.
There we have it. Hill's pass was intended for Sumis, was able to go get it before a green jersey got it. This is Schmitz to Schmitz. Now driving into the paint, dishes this off to Sundlin. Sundlin pushes it out to Drew Schmitz. Drew Schmitz for 3, can't get that to fall, but right there is brother Blake. Blake picks it up off the glass, can't get it to fall. Sumis down with the board. Now back to Blake. That's going to go out of bounds and going to stay with the Hawks. There's a whole lot going on right there.
Yeah.
Dane Oman getting ready to come back into the game here for William Theory. Will get a break. Trouble with Oman right now is Oman has got 4, and I'm sure Hermantown will try to figure out a way to draw that 5th one out of him.
Oh, you can count on that, Ted.
Blake into the paint, pushes it outside to Hill. Hill drives back inside, up off the glass, can't get it to fall.
I mean, the upside is Hermantown's having the same issue on this end of the floor with getting
yes,
stuff to
they
drop
are.
Too,
so getting ready to come back in is Menzel. Sennett off the glass, can't get it to fall, but right there's Nyland. Nyland can't get that to fall, but right there is Sennett. Sennett has it kind of ripped out of his hands, now picked up by Blake. Blake going to draw to the court and going to pound it in.
There was a dunk, Ted.
He pounded it in.
Yep. And if you can dunk, you might as well.
As long as we don't hang, right?
Exactly.
Maz drives inside. That's going to be taken away by Schmitz. Nice pass to Hill. Hill got a nice little alley-oop intended for Schmitz, but a little bit of traffic there, so he'll just pull it down. Sundlin for 3. So Brock Sundlin for 3. And Oman working hard to try to get it up across the half court, and does. And right into the hands of Drew Schmitz. Drew going to drive the other way. Not sure what I saw there. I saw Jane Germain was way out in front.
Yeah.
How was he able to foul there?
I don't know. Look,
I'm not saying he didn't. I just don't. I can't tell how.
I think he slowed down. He was going to turn around, and by the time he was slowed down, before he
Schmitz was right there.
Schmitz was right there.
Gotcha.
That would be, without having replayed.
Right.
That would be my guess.
So that's his 3rd, team 2nd. Top of the arc for Drew Schmitz. Can't get that to fall, but runs and tries to go get his own board. That's what I've been talking about all year, about how people don't tend to follow their shots anymore. Hermantown does a very good job at that.
Yes, Hermantown is crashing on both ends of the floor constantly. And now the officials are telling everybody to whoa it down here a little bit with the
jump ball here.
Little extracurricular activity on the held ball.
So jump ball, and that possession arrow is with the Hawks. 11:44 here. 58-23 your score. Ullman trying to stop Sumas from getting it in, or pardon me, trying to stop Menzel from getting it in, and does. Now back again. Into Blake. Blake Schmitz gives it off to, I didn't even see that Lundeen came back in. Lundeen's shot, can't get it to fall, and down with it are the rails. Here comes St. Germain. Driving into the offensive, now going to retaliate off of the line. Foul going to be called.
That's a good call.
On number 14, Peyton Menzel. That's going to be his team second.
That's a good call.
Absolutely, I wouldn't disagree. He stuck his leg out, and St. Germain had to come up and around.
Well, and they've been bumping each other down the floor. They've both been talking to the officials. Hey, watch, he's bumping me, he's bumping me.
So Sinnott into Nyland. This is Sinnott. Now going to drive into the open lane paint, and getting a hand on it was Blake Schmitz.
He got uppies.
And here comes Menzel. Menzel stops, turns. Schmitz for three. And can't get that to fall, but right there for the board is Braden Lundeen. Lundeen to Hill.
At the end of the game, I'd like to see the final rebounding stats.
Yeah.
I wish this was like a college game where somebody's actually keeping track of that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hill can't get that to fall, and
because it's not even close in numbers.
Green ball, they're going to say Hill bounce it off the end line, so it'll go green ball. Timeout taken by the Hawks. It'll be their first, I believe. Yes, that is the case. It is a 30-second timeout, so let's just thank our sponsors here, the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic Art and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies up on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, Stream Dudes. For all your streaming needs, streamdudes.com. Great Lakes Office Solutions, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor, Ideology Concepts with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville, and our in-game sponsor, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop. Want to thank them as they will be supplying our Proctor Pizza Player of the Game and the great fundraiser they're going to help us with. Folks, if you want to know what that's about, we take our broadcast kids to the cities each spring from both semesters get to go. We get a charter bus, we go down, and we go to the Broadcasters Hall of Fame. Last year we had the opportunity to go to KSTP in St. Paul. This year we're hoping to go to PBS and NPR. So not only can they see how a public television station is run, but they can also see how a radio station is run. And what Proctor Pizza is done for us is they are going to give us $2 of every baked pizza that they sell 17, 18, 19 of this month. And again, remember, starting this Sunday, Proctor Pizza will be open on Sundays for your deliciousness. Noon to 6 for deliciousness.
We'd be open earlier, but Sunday mornings is breakfast with the family day.
Absolutely. Family comes first always.
So we're going to go have breakfast, and then we're all going to go to work.
You're all going to go to work. So the Rails trying to make something happen as Hermantown's put on just a little bit of man pressure. Or I guess it's more of a zone. I thought it was man.
It almost looks like Hermantown has 12 guys on the floor. They're moving so fast.
Yeah. Send it in. Tips the first one and count it.
Going for three the old-fashioned way, Ted.
Absolutely. So Sennett will go to the line, shoot three and try to get three for the old-fashioned way. And that foul is going to go on Drew Schmitz. That's his third, team's third. And remember, can't take them with you.
Exactly.
Might as well use them.
Kind of like timeouts.
Right.
They gave you 5, you might as well use them all.
Absolutely. And Sennett not able to get that and going to get called for a foul on as Hill is fouled. That'll be his second, team's third.
That's one of those what do you do fouls, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he had a secondary lapse of judgment there in the aspect of he kind of thought about going for it. Then when he did, Hill was there, and it was just too late.
Yeah, it's just one of those oops, one of those incidental contact kind of things. Menzel wanted to pull the trigger on that one, Ted.
Yes, he did. Lundeen pushes it right side to Hill. Hill looks inside. Menzel back to Blake Schmitz. Hill keeps his dribble, goes through, takes the Euro step.
Ugh.
And
not
for
a fan
two.
of the Euro step.
Yeah, you've said that before.
About as much fun as the Euro pivot.
You know the one thing I haven't heard you say this year?
Huh?
I have not heard you die on the cross of there is a such thing as a good foul. Piero for 3.
Bingo.
Bingo, bongo as
Well, there's good fouls and bad fouls.
Piero hits 3. Schmitz gives it to Hill. Hill to the left side to Menzel. Menzel was looking for Hill flashing through, unable to get it there, and here comes Lundin. Menzel far left side, Piero defensively. Gets a little help as we get a double team. And going to call for a travel as Menzel can't get a good jump stop.
Was that a travel?
Yeah, I think it was.
He must have skidded.
He slid, yep. So the Schmitz boys will get a break into the game. Back into the game is going to be Sumis and also Sunland.
My guess is we might not see them again tonight.
You may not. Depends on if seniors are they trying to get to scoring records.
True.
Ullman down to Piero. Piero was looking indoors, couldn't find anybody. Breed down to Sinnott. The Rails doing a much better job moving the ball.
Menzel better not dunk. Ooh.
Breed's going to foul Menzel. He'll get the basket and the foul.
That was a hard hit.
So Nick Breed will get his second, the team's 4th.
So, Ted, when we're talking about good foul, bad foul, you want to contest, but that was not necessarily a good foul.
Right.
Menzel could have got hurt.
Absolutely.
I'm all, for contesting a shot, contesting a layup. Not that Nick maliciously tried to hurt him,
no.
but that would be, from a coaching perspective, not a good foul.
Right. So
there was no need to take one there.
Right. Piero down to Nyland. Nyland down in the corner. Can't get it to fall. And down with it is going to be both Hill and Sinnott. The arrow belongs to the Rails, so that'll be a good ball. Josh.
I like the fire there, though. Josh has got a little fire in him right now.
Fire. I think he always plays with fire.
Yeah. Same thing with Nathan Hill there,
Yeah, Hill
I'm
also.
not giving the ball up.
I know his family pretty well. His dad let me use his tractor all the time.
Nice.
And a great little tractor that we were able to use, and Piero couldn't get that
John
tree
Deere?
to fall. Yes, actually. With front and rear attachments, it was great.
Nice.
And Menzel for 2. And the Rails will continue to fight here with just under 8 minutes left here from the rail yard.
Ted, when you were driving, when you were using his tractor, did you tell Mrs. Ted you were going to take her for a ride in a big green tractor?
No, because it wasn't. It was big enough for. I mean, we would have made it work, but no.
Did she think your tractor was sexy?
Well, no, because it wasn't my tractor.
Oh.
Nice job, Piero. By
See what I
Piero.
did there?
I saw exactly what you did, and so did everybody at home watching and listening. If they weren't rolling their eyes, they're doing it now.
Well, we're just trying to keep her fun and light.
Absolutely. Hill. Menzel now moves to the right side. Breed defensively. Sunland 4-2.
I like that guy's shoes.
What's he got on?
Hold on, Ted. Let me get my binoculars out.
There's a whole lot of pastel colors in them.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. Those could be KDs.
Could be.
Could be.
King David's? Like it?
Kevin
I know
Durant.
it's Kevin Durant. Come on. I'm not that out of it. Nyland couldn't get that fall as he felt there might have been a push there by Sumis. But down with it is Lundin's to Sumis, and going to be a little bit of.
Ooh. I don't know if I agree with that call.
Yeah, Piero's looking at that too.
Oh, they called it on Breed. Oh, hey, Ted, guess what?
The all-hair team is coming in.
No, Kick Batowski and Gunther are both in at the same time.
Nice.
Kick Batowski.
So that went on Nick Breed. That's his 3rd, team's 5th. And you got a whole turnabout. Lenham in the games along with Gillis. And let's see. I'm going to see if I can try to get this while you're calling it. Ozil Eriksson is in for the for the Hawks. Landon Berg in for the Hawks. And I saw another one. The other jersey, there he is right there. Try to get a jersey number here. Number 5. No, that's Eriksson. 22. Yeah, that's it. Just those two. Eriksson. Ozil Eriksson, number 5, and number 22, Landon Berg into the game for the Hawks. With them, I said with the Hawks,
Yeah.
is Menzel,
Yeah,
Lundeen, and I was going to say Sumis, but he's taking a seat, and into the game is Gavin Simonson.
But Kik Witowski's in the game.
Yes, everybody. Oh, and Kik Witowski just got shoved big time.
That was Thor. No, that was Logan Linham.
Oh, that's right. I got you. I forgot who you were labeling. I apologize.
Drew
Grahowski.
Yeah.
Grahowski into the game, who is apparently
now Kik Witowski.
Now Kik. Travel going to be called against
Ian Gillis
number 22 Berg and Ian Gillis' Gunther.
He approved it last night.
Okay. Dub East was in the house. I don't know if she's here anymore.
She inhaled that half a pizza.
Oh, that's the reason why you're talking about renaming it.
Well, I didn't want her to bite my fingers.
Well, you know, there is always that.
Linham for 2.
Linham for 2. So Logan on the board for the first time tonight as the Hawks have kind of transitioned to the deeper portion of the bench. And drawing his first foul of the game is going to be James Piero. That's his first, team 6th. And going to go to the line is going to be number 3, Braden Lundeen.
And guess who's coming in, Ted?
Benny, the bowling ball Jehola. I told him I could never look at him other than the bowling ball ever again. And it was all your fault. So he's going to come in and take the place of Piero. And also Blake Sundlin now into the game for his first action as Lundeen will take a break. Or pardon me, that is Menzel that'll take a break.
Benny came in a couple weeks ago and got his
player of the game
pizza. And I want you to know he thanked everybody that was working.
Yeah, he's a good kid, good
Yeah,
family.
Absolutely, but
That
he thanked everybody in the shop that was working.
That's right, because he's a good kid, good family,
great
taught
kid.
well.
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought it was funny.
Gotcha. So Jehola to inbound the ball here for the Rails as that last attempt didn't go well. And going to go to the line and shoot is going to be Sinnott. That foul is going to go. That went on Erickson, huh? I don't know how that could have went on Erickson when it should have gone on Berg, but.
Hey, Ted, who's this guy coming in for Proctor? He's not even on our roster.
That is going to be Jackson Olsen.
And Tyler Berglund.
Jackson Olsen coming in and getting ready also is Tyler Berglund. He's going to come in for Sinnott with 2:31 left here. Clock ticking as we are in running time. And there's your substitution as Sinnott hits that point. So Berglund into the game now for his first action tonight. Don't know what that horn is for.
Is he gonna get? He's gonna get a administrative tech.
Who?
Coach Lipinski.
For?
Not having a guy in the book.
Oh. So going to have a administration tech foul. Aaron. Oh, no, you're right.
Yep.
They're going to shoot it down there, but just follow the team.
Oh, it's on the Proctor. That's on Hermantown?
No, it's against us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're down here. So tech for a bench technical call. And shooting, I got to get a number. That's number 1, Evan Sensed. Evan, one of my old officials. He hits one.
He's got a pretty good looking pair of kicks on too.
Wouldn't that be the same thing, a bench and a...
Nope.
No? All right.
Bench technical's on the coaches on the bench. Administrative technical is bookkeeping error.
Yep.
Technically it counts against the coach, but I mean they're called different things.
I got you. So if Sensk is any of the height of his dad, I don't know if you know Paul. Paul's a pretty big dude, offensive lineman type guy. So if he gets any of that height of his dad to finish out his career junior and senior year, Evan's going to be a big old boy.
Landon Berg's got pretty good flow, though. Look at that.
Oh, he's part of the all basketball hair. Owen Lindgren in the game. He's going to draw a foul. That foul is going to go against. That's going to go against Tyler Berg. That'll be his first.
Berglund?
Berglund. That'll be his first. Yep, Tyler Berglund. That'll be his first. Team 7. Missing that shot was Owen. Again, stay with us at the conclusion of this one. We'll have our Hermantown player of the game along with our Proctor Pizza player of the game. And Owen able to hit the second. And now at a 70-32 game here.
Kick Butowski for 3.
Drew Krahowski for 3.
Kick Butowski.
Who do you think you are? Oh, wait, that's Oreo Big Stuff. My bad. Sorry, I had the wrong song in my head. Sense looking for somewhere to go. Now brings it down. Drives, spins inside.
Ooh.
Now pushes it back outside. This is Berg. Can't get it to fall, but Sense there to rip that out of Benny's hand. And we'll go to line and shoot as foul is called against Jackson Olson. That'll be his first, team's 8th. Clock ticking here now, and it'll stop for the free throw. And misses the first this Sense. Oops, that was a miss, not a make. So 1 of 3 from the line for Evan. And now 2 of 4. And Jackson will bring it up for the rails inside. That was meant for Linham, but getting a hand on it was number 2, Blake Sunland. Far left side. This is Berg. Berg gets it to fall for 2. 21 seconds here. Berglund drives it in, right side now, looking for somewhere to go. Had let him down, now brings it back to Jackson. Jackson now going to drive towards the arc. Gives it off to Benny Jahola. Benny drives top of the key into the paint. Going to try to get one. Sense swats that down. That goes out of bounds, and that is your final. 73-35, your final here from the rail yard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after 2 messages from our sponsors.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A good mechanic.
And I kept searching.
And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
And back here at the rail yard, Ted keeping along with Chad Brenna. So our final is 73-35. Again, not the lunchbox game we thought we were going to see here tonight with the when the Hawks come knocking.
No, it was pretty much one-sided the entire game.
Yeah, you go ahead and talk for a minute. We've seen a game between a very well-skilled, disciplined team in Hermantown and a Rails team that did not look like they were ready to play tonight. Not knocking anybody there. They looked a little. We were flat. It happens.
And it does. Hermantown is very good. For a 14-4 team, that's a great basketball team. I mean, their transition, offensively and defensively, was incredible tonight. I mean, and they get up the floor.
Yeah, let's see if we can actually see if we can get Brock up here. Shall we do that?
Sure, let's try.
All right, hold on 1 second. So sorry about that, folks, as we just tried to get our stuff in a row. So let's give out our first our player of the game for the Hermantown Hawks, coming in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 14, 17, 19, 20 points on the night. He has no idea why he's coming up here, but he's going to learn real quick.
We're better at putting guys under pressure.
Absolutely. So joining us right now is Brock Sunland, our Hermantown player of the game. Congratulations on a great game tonight.
Thank you.
Got to bring that right up here. Let's make sure we're getting sound from you. Go ahead and talk.
Thank you.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Ted picked you for your points. I picked you for your shoes. What are you wearing there tonight?
I got the Paul George painted swoosh.
Those are sweet.
Those are sweet.
Appreciate it.
I was thinking that they were I accidentally dropped a bunch of different colors in the washer shoes, but they were pretty hot from there. I didn't pick you just for that. I picked you a lot because all over the game. I mean, we can talk about Blake. We can talk about Drew. We can talk about Abe. We can talk about everybody, right? You were all over the floor tonight. You had the points when you had to have them, and against a team like this, knowing that you had mirror records, 4 and 14, 14 and 4 coming in. You know, was it about the record or was it about the rivalry? And how did you guys get ready for this game?
I don't know. We just prepared by focusing on the next game because we have. What do we have next?
I just looked it up too. It's a big game. It's a big school.
Orono.
Yeah, it's Orono.
Yeah, we have Orono next, so we're really just trying to lock in for them and be ready, be prepared for coming out against Orono because we know they're a tough team to beat, and that's just how we prepared pretty much.
Absolutely. So coming in 14 and 4, now 15 and 4 in 7-3A. Again, moving to 8-0 section wise, things like that. You know, what are you guys looking for? We're in February. You know, we talk about this is that end of that first season, really, even though you probably got about 9 games left or so. Talk about getting ready for Orono. What's that ultimate goal? And I know state is, but within the actual regular season, what's that goal that you guys have set as a senior class of where you want to leave your mark besides that state tournament?
Well, we're obviously trying to win every game we play, but just take it one game at a time. Focus on every game like it's our last game and just play our best each game.
All right, I've got one last question. If you got anything for him?
I thought pardon my French, Dad, I thought you had a hell of a game.
Thank you.
You know, you guys are fun to watch. There is 0 speed limit with you guys in transition. It's rebound, gone. And I'm like, ooh, gonna be a long night. Do you guys work on transition stuff a lot in practice?
Yeah, we like to get up and down, but we always know find the corners, get the ball in outlets, find the open guy, push it up the floor, that kind of thing.
I thought you guys played a great game. You know, you had a good game. Menzel played well. I thought everybody played well. You won the shoe of the night too.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
That's all I had, Ted.
The only thing I have left is I go way back with Coach Fensky.
Okay.
Okay, back when my son played at Hermantown, stuff like that. Just give me one way, no matter what, because he's not going to watch this, so don't worry, because he doesn't like watching my broadcast. Give me a phrase or a word that describes Coach Fensky to you and the seniors.
Win the ugly.
Win the ugly.
I was preaching that.
Nice, like it. Win the ugly.
Floor. Yep.
Get dirty, right?
Right.
All right. Well, Brock, congratulations on a great game and getting the Hermantown player of the game. We appreciate the few minutes, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. All right, now we move on to our Proctor Pizza player of the game. Coach, give us the reasons why, and let's let them know who it is.
He's wearing Jordans.
Okay.
This is the first start I've seen of him this year
because he missed the last one because he didn't pay attention.
Yeah. Well, yep. And he had 8 or 10 in the first half, and he came back on the second half, and he was the spark plug. He's the only guy seen to start the second half that had a little fire, to start the second half. So our Proctor Pizza player of the game, Sam Nyland.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, walk us through it. You've got a couple starts now under your belt because of different things going on, injuries, whatever have you. To walk us through it. How's it feeling to be able to, get on the floor right away and contribute instead of being one of those first guys on the floor?
It feels pretty good. I have a lot more energy playing now, not coming off the bench right away. I think just starting gives me some hype and just helps me play better.
Well, yeah, you get your sweat up, pregame. It's hard to come in cold and get into any rhythm. I get that.
It's like a relief pitcher, right?
Yeah.
You sit down too long, and then it's tough to get in there. So walk us through the game plan for tonight. I'm going to guess, we both guess that things did not go exactly like they were drawn up. But, most of you, we talked about it. You came out a little flat-footed in the second half.
Yep.
But for the most part, you guys stayed in it, and everybody was trying to do their part to try to, at least claw into this a little bit.
Yeah, our main game plan was just to get back on defense and not let them run it up on us a whole bunch. I didn't think it went as bad as it could have, but it definitely wasn't great.
And I don't know what
I don't think you could have phrased that any
Agreed.
better. So what's the mindset now after this game going into the next game, for practice tomorrow? What's everybody's mindset going to be tomorrow? Shake it off, get back to work?
Yeah, as Coach Lipinski said, we're going to have a different scheduled practice today or tomorrow, and for the rest of the week we just got to work hard. And we have a game on Saturday versus a team we've never seen before, but Friday we're going to go see them play. So.
Hey, doesn't he always talk about turn the page?
Yep.
Yeah, turn the page, get ready for the next one, and try to do what we can do, right?
Yep.
Yeah, worry about it for 10 minutes and then let it go.
That's it. You got anything else for this young man before we need to get him? Because I know that he's got a 9 o'clock bedtime, and that's in like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Well, and his mom is standing
I
across
know,
the
that's
gym
why I'm
looking
saying.
at us, and so is his grandma. Is that your girlfriend?
Yeah.
What's her name?
She's looking at us like, what is
that?
Neela. She's a goalie for Mirage.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Neela's looking at us like, let's go.
Yeah, so let's wave at her.
All right. Well, I'll just wave hi. You got to wave back.
She's not waving at us. Your mom's waving at us now. So.
So there you have that. Well, hey, congratulations on that. Keep fighting hard. We like watching you out there, and just continue to try to go get yours and help that team out.
Right,
yeah, don't go anywhere though.
Yeah, you got to get a picture with him real quick, and then you'll be off to the races. Cool deal.
After, of course, you talk to your mom, your girlfriend, and your grandma.
Congratulations, Sam. So that was Sam Nyland, our Proctor Pizza player of the game, and I love the fact of how fast I say that and how you have to slow things down. The Proctor Pizza player of the game, so you make sure you don't stumble over what you have to say.
Blah, 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 blah.
So on behalf of myself and these guys, real quick, we'll be back on the air 4:30 Thursday from the water stop at the Proctor High School pool when the I Falls Broncos will come a-calling versus the Proctor Esco boys swim team. Then we'll be back on the air on Monday.
Oh, yeah, Ted, I think I'm going to go to that because I believe I'm delivering pizzas to them.
All right, cool deal. Bring me some pizza. I'll be awaiting. Then we're back on the air Monday where we'll have boys basketball right here along with school board meeting. And then on Tuesday, we'll be live from the St. Luke Sports and Event Center as Moose Lake Willow River will come calling for the last home game for boys hockey. Hacky. So Tim Roweeder and myself will be on the call on that. On behalf of myself and Chad, Miss Pazak, Mr. Snipper, and Vinny's not here, Miss Hag and Miss Anderson, thank you very much for being part of us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.
We're at a crossroads. From time to time, a section of rail needs repair, but that doesn't mean the whole line needs replacement. The same way being proud of your history doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. No, we're not stuck. We hear the whistle blowing and we're inspired. Inspired by the legacy of the people who transformed this terrain into a rail yard that supplied America with the ore needed to win world wars. We're inspired by our unshakable identity, hanging tight like David facing down Goliaths, and we're moved by stories of our community's kindness. No matter who needs help, neighbors pitch in and get the job done. Hushed and humbled are more at play than pontification. But don't for 1 second think that means Proctor is a simple small town. It was built as a company town, and it continues down the tracks of time. And this rail revival is our destination.